We're talking about a Nigerian's perspective on the Huawei ban. Now, if you've never heard, or you haven't heard about up until today, you don't have internet, America put Huawei on the asset list. Basically a list that bans you from doing business with any US-based business or service. So you need permission from the government to do business with them. Why is this a big deal? People like Google, especially for Huawei that makes, they're the second largest producer of smartphones in the world, will not have access to Google essential services like security updates and so on and so forth. So today I have with me the guy on my right that needs some introduction. He is Dr. Oyebilo. Yes, he's a digital marketing specialist, and he will give us his take on how, as a Nigerian, what he thinks the outcome will be, or if it's worth it at all, if the ban makes any impact. And the guy on my left needs barely any introduction. This guy is the creator of the Nigerian version of Game of Thrones. And he had a better end than Game of Thrones. Yeah! Sorry.
Yeah!
And it's, you know, yeah.
Don't tell anyone my PJs. But yeah, moving on. Who's on judge?
Oh, that's a different story. So yeah, so he created Ajoche. It's a great show. It's on DSTV. If you haven't seen it, find it, watch it. It's fantastic. Unlike Game of Thrones, that's totally based on fiction. This one is based on actual tribes from Nigeria with real heritage. We threw in a little bit of French Lafayette, you lied, basically, in some parts, but that's what makes a good movie. You watch it with lies. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Jay. Why do you think, we know the trade wars are going on between US and China, and this is my man Trumpalicious' ace to take out the second biggest phone maker whose phone isn't even sold in the US. What do you think is the impact? Your take before we can talk about locally.
So I don't think it would really have much impact. I mean, the US is a big market, no doubt. There's so many people who these phones can get to, and then you said something about I mean, previously before we were recording, you were talking about how they've been left with the base Android OS and all that, and I keep asking the question, who cares? Let me use Nigeria as an example. Only up until recently, everybody used to see Huawei phones as the Chinese phone. So it was a cheap, I can't get those other brands, but I'll get this one instead. And then those guys who probably get them are probably like, middle class or whatever. And those guys don't care about security updates. I feel like like I said, it would have been great to compete with the other phone manufacturers in the US, but I mean, you have the whole world the market is open, the entire world. I mean, too many people would jump at the opportunity to buy those phones. Yeah, a couple of people be like, okay, yeah, security updates. Like I said, kids, I don't even know when the security update. That's what's my business? I don't know, but yeah, yeah. So I don't think. I mean, maybe for their projections, because if they're already having issues and they're trying to sell their phones in America, I mean, all they'll be working with would be projections. So, shit, okay, it's not what we thought, but moving on to the other markets who care about us. I think that's just, I don't think it will have much impact.
Yeah, not playing. Alright, man, thank you. That man.
I don't know yet, because it's still fresh and the war is still very fresh, and I think even though we're expecting to see more, that's not a good statement to say. This all started when I think some time ago there was some tax tariff on imports from China to US, and then US came up with theirs from US to China.
It didn't work out.
And then nobody's trying to give in for anyone and things like that. And then I think that was where they decided to study them, and they found out that just to what you said, Huawei is disrupting the market. It's no longer that feature phone that people spoke about, because of recent they climbed up to number 2 ahead of Apple, and then their sales have grown over 50%.
I've seen that at 3G.
Oh yeah. And then we have the 5G, which they're also coming up with, and it seems there's no other person coming up with it.
Tell me about this 5G.
Good point. So let's segue into 5G, right? So guys, so far we're talking about the impact on cell phones, but let's consider the fact that Huawei is the biggest manufacturer. While they may be number 2 in phones, they're the number 1 in 5G equipment.
Yeah.
A lot of you in the world heard about 5G in passing. shortest summary for 5G. When you had 1G, you got cell phones. Right? When you got 1G, you got cell phones. You got 2G, you got SMS. You got 3G, you got online. You got 4G, everything sped up across those 3 tiers. 5G will give you far more speed. In your head, you're thinking 5G is one more iteration. Okay, not true. So in your current 4G, right, if you're to download a full feature-length film, it takes about 6 minutes on correct internet, as in Yankee internet, not
yeah.
How we call names? Take a while. It takes you almost the length of the movie.
No, I'm only half names like .ng,
So it takes you about 6 minutes, right? If you have proper 4G to download a full feature movie. In 5G, you download it in 3.6 seconds.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. So as I'm clicking it, and I want to remove one nose. That one nose. Like, I don't want to watch part 2. I don't want part 2, 3, and 4 in 10 seconds. So 5G will change everything.
Yeah.
Everything as we know it. However, fundamental problem with 5G, like 4G that can transmit over longer distances, 5G transmits over shorter distances and needs new equipment. Huawei is building all that. And America has been selling the propaganda that Huawei is building backdoors to their equipment so they can spy. And if 5G is able to control or change the world as it is, isn't that a real threat? Because the guy who can control all that info back.
Yeah, so I mean,
sorry, let me say something. Again, look at it like it's, I mean, when another business feels threatened, they'll say all sorts of things. I mean, if you think that there's going to be a threat based on your whatever, do some investigation and find out. Here's the thing, at the end of the day, we don't know, even the Americans spy on everybody. Google is doing it.
Trump, I didn't say that. Stop my visa.
Everybody's doing it. Let's be honest. I feel like the fundamental problem, like some of the things that you mentioned, is number one. Huawei is one of the biggest, one of the companies. I mean, the second largest.
Yeah, the biggest 5G producer.
You know, and the biggest 5G producers. It's a threat to companies like Apple and all these other guys. So these guys are protecting their business. They're protecting their their cojones. And that's why these things will be thrown out. That's why they're creating backdoors. They're doing this. They're doing that. Whatever. I don't think it's a threat. I mean, I don't think it's a threat. That's to be honest. And if we think there's a threat, then the almighty America should do what it needs to do to put things in place to find out. I mean, they caught Facebook, so why can't you catch?
I think the country that we believe is the I don't know, the powerhouse of the world or whatever is feeling like a little boy trying to run around, hide and seek and stuff. Based on what you said again, actually they spy on everyone. That's the US and
let me even tell you something funny to add to what you said. That sorry to cut you. So one day I got a notification on my phone and it said there was a program that was trying to access my camera. Like, yo. Why? As a randomly, it's not like I opened the app. I just got a notification. This thing is trying to access your camera. And I'm like, trying to catch me when I'm doing.
Even phone recordings and all that. But again, that's another story entirely. And why I'm saying this is that this has become a global issue already. And then in Europe, there has already been some investigations going on to say, okay, who has backdoors, right? And they actually found out that Huawei has no backdoors, but a company in US does. But where this just gets interesting is that what is China going to do next? Are they going to say, okay, Apple, we know that you are producing your devices in our country, stop.
So counterattacks.
Yes, exactly.
And who gets hurt more? So my shirt is made in China.
Yeah.
My everything is made in China. Technically speaking.
But to be honest with you, it opens new opportunities for other people to take advantage of the business. So for instance, I mean, they shut down things from America, companies like Europe, companies like even some African countries. So new trade partnerships could start off.
Yeah, I agree.
And all the jobs are. So yes, it will affect us for quite. So at the end of the day, who's really losing? America is really losing.
Yeah, I think so.
You make a very good point. So in line with that point, Huawei made what, like 59 or 60 billion, right? In trade to America. In trades in general, buying equipment to build their equipment.
Yeah.
11 billion of that went to American companies like Qualcomm, all the guys that make chips in America. Right? So where is this revenue going to come from? if Huawei decides I'm going to start now buying more locally.
Yeah, stuff on my own.
So it won't be great for the American economy, and they're not that stupid. Okay.
Yo. Yo, Train, I was gonna say something, man. Like, yo, listening. Devices.
They need to check his Twitter feed.
Listen,
I like Trump, man. He's on fire.
You need to go to Comic Con. Where are you going? Okay, so bottom line. Let me summarize what I think I'm hearing you guys say. You guys are saying not gonna be that much of a deal, right? Globally, in terms of, and it probably provides opportunities for Huawei to grow in other parts of the world. Currently, they're not even selling other than their other equipments, which they sell. Cell phones aren't allowed to be sold, and the cell phones are fantastic. Have you guys seen the camera on the Huawei Peak? Shout out Huawei Peak. Just send us one.
Their review.
Send like 3, send like 5.
Okay, fine. Sorry, 5.
Send 5 units. So and you said something about them bringing. What used to be feature phones are now considered great because what they do is they bring the same quality of features that you find from the flagships, the Samsungs, the Apples, and put them into devices that you can afford. Kind of like what OnePlus is.
Yeah, they're winning the price game.
Shout out OnePlus.
They're winning the price game. You know.
Yeah.
And
I mean, so final take. What do you think is going? Your forecast. What do you think is going to happen in terms of? So I think there's been the extension to August for final pullouts between services and so.
Yeah.
So you have like Netflix, App Store won't work. All those things won't work on your device, and you won't get security. But James said, "Guess you can sideload all these things." However, what is your? I don't know. I'm start with you first. You get a bit too emotional. No, you're really emotional guy. I'm start with you anyway. Your forecast. Will they come to an agreement and everything will still work out? Do you think there'll just be a delay, or do you think it will be a total ban out?
I think there will be a delay. I think the American government, Chinese government, will come to some sort of compromise because, like we all said, once you stomp on their toe, they will punch your eye out. Like both people are going to lose, and the truth is, America is going to lose the biggest. Because I feel like if these guys say, okay, you know what, you're not letting us in, we are not going to let you, we're going to ban XYZ, and it could just become a mess. But I think America will delay. I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay. I think consumers are going to get very angry because this is going to cause a lot of ripple effects.
Which consumers?
It's not.
As Nigerians, do you think?
Because in America.
Consumers,
but they're not even buying. Yeah, they can't buy.
Yes, because you know there's going to be a ripple effect in this thing. I'm just trying to imagine if there is a countermeasure from China.
Oh, you mean in terms of product that they require parts
from China for, and you know there's so much, you know, and that's why, you know, we are all enjoying the open market, and you know, I don't know what this Trump guy is trying to do.
He's a nice guy. Trump is a good guy.
He's a guy. Okay, shout out to Baba. Baba Flefle.
That girl. Are we gonna cut that part out? Dude.
You know, I think they are just as hopefully Samsung does not support the US. Because politically speaking, it seems they are allies, and this is an opportunity for Samsung to take over the market from those who are now skeptical because of what is happening. There's going to be some sort of an agreement. Yes, this is going to stall for a while, just like the war. I'm not seeing any war yet. I don't know. We are probably 2-3 years in.
Yes.
So I think that's what's going to happen because the ripple effect is going to be so devastating. You can't imagine.
Alright, thanks guys for tuning in. That was our take. We'll keep an eye on how the news continues to evolve and then we come back and get a bit more emotional about it. Side gist. Have you seen John Wick 3?
No! Oh, I probably said this.
Okay, so we can't. I wanted to make an inference between John Wick 3 and Game of Thrones. Yes, surprisingly there is a connection. Maybe in another video we'll do that at the end.
Okay.
After James.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Okay. wow, I'm left out. Jeez. Okay, so next time. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video.
Alright.